In today's episode, I ride the iconic London Black Taxi in Bangkok. I learn all about the ancient worthies of the Bangkok Black Cab. And we play another round of Guess the Fare, Thai style.
Hey there, you crazy cats. I'm in Bangkok. Now, Bangkok is the most visited tourist city in the world. A whopping 22 million tourists visit here every year.
And it's not surprising, as here you can experience some of the best street food and cuisine in the world, explore some of the ancient temples that Bangkok has to offer, and after you've done that, well, you can jump into Bangkok's notorious nightlife, and if you survive that, you can head out to some of Thailand's beautiful paradise islands and experience the incredible beaches.
And getting around this metropolis, well, you've got so many options. There are a myriad of transports available to you.
First of all, you've got the taxi meter. There are 100,000 of these in Bangkok. And then the cheap and inexpensive taxi motorbikes. And if you fancy some good aircon travel, what about the SkyTrain or MRT metro services? But my personal favourite, I just love these river taxis. So cheap and a great way to get about town. Oh, and of course, don't forget the tuk-tuks for a great night out.
And another way you can get around Bangkok, well, you can ride a traditional London black cab. And yesterday from Don Mueang Airport, I experienced my first London cab ride in Bangkok. And this is how it went.
Don Mueang is Bangkok's second airport and mostly deals with the low-cost carriers. Now, once I arrived here, I found out that I needed to get myself down to the ground floor. That's where all the transportation services such as taxis, limousines and pre-books can be found. And to ride the black cab, you need to head to the Cab VIP taxi stand. That's C-A-B-B. And I absolutely love some of the translations here, the worthiness of the London Black Cab that's available. Anyway, before long, I booked my ride.
Okay, and my drive for the day is run.
This is your rocket, right?
It is indeed. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you have, I may help you.
Thank you very much. And off we go.
So Uran was taking me out to the cab itself, which has a designated parking spot. And before long, I was feasting my eyes on this iconic vehicle.
So we're going out into the bottom level at Don Mueang Airport here. And there it is, the wonderful London taxi, which are being used now in Thailand.
Uran, my driver, popped my luggage in the front luggage compartment.
Let's go in and see what it's like. Thank you very much. Wow, look at this. This is fantastic.
Now remember, this is a VIP service, so I will be paying slightly more than the normal taxi meter prices, and I'll let you know all the costs at the end of the video. Then the immaculately dressed Run jumped into the taxi, turned the meter on as this was a metered fare, and before long we were making our way out of Don Mueang Airport.
Your destination is
Yeah.
Hotel Solo, right?
Hotel Solo in Soi 2 off Sukhumvit.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Run.
Thank you.
Now, these vehicles are fully air-conned, so it's nice and cool in here. And you've obviously got all this space, which is fantastic.
And the vehicle itself, well, it's an exact replica of the one that I used to drive in London, the old TX4. But who makes this vehicle? Where did it come from? And how did it end up on the streets of Bangkok? Asia Cab Company officially launched this vehicle in 2019, and these vehicles are produced in Thailand. However, the owner of the Asia Cab Company is Gile. Ever heard of that name before, taxi drivers? Yep, that is the Chinese company that build and make our brand new LEVC taxi. Gile also produced this model of the TX4 in China and other markets. And this cooperative agreement on the production and sale of the TX4 in Thailand shows that Gile are invested in this iconic brand. Okay, back to my ride with driver Run.
How long have you been driving this taxi?
Maybe around 1 year ago.
Is it comfortable to drive the taxi?
Yes, sure.
How many hours do you drive every day?
For 1 day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe 10 to 12 hours.
Okay.
Yes.
And รถแท็กซี่แบบนี้มีกี่คันอยู่ที่กรุงเทพ
ประมาณ100 คัน
I was taking a look around the vehicle and I was struggling to see if there were any real differences to the TX4s that used to pound the streets of London. But yep, we've got the two flip seats here, which are identical. The cab seats 5 people. And then we go over to the control panels on each of the doors, and we've got the mics here. We've got the air conditioning and, of course, some lights. I did find one difference in the back compared to the London TX4, and that was this little emergency button. Now, I don't know what type of situation you would want to be needing to press this button. However, there was a fine for misuse, so be careful, don't press it accidentally if you happen to jump into this cab.
Now, I suppose we could play Guess the Fare today. Okay, we will. Let's say it's 40 baht to £1. That's going to make it a lot easier.
And we also took the highway, so we had to pay the highway toll fees of 130 baht, and there was also a 100 baht airport fee. So remember, this is a VIP service, and the fare can be split between 5 people, and you can get all that luggage in as well.
Practically everyone always pays the tollway fee. You can go another way, but it's just going to take you longer. And most people, once they get to Bangkok, just want to get to their hotels or whatever destination they want to get to in town. So they're not wasting time in traffic. And using the tollways, the expressways, well, that's just basically the quickest way to get from A to B. So pay the 130 baht, which works out at about £3.
And from Don Mueang to my hotel, it was approximately a 14-mile journey.
So far the journey's been really smooth. We haven't been caught in any traffic, and that's mostly because we've been just flying along the highway. I like this. Very traditional. I'm basically just sitting on all the seats I can in this wonderful taxi. It's spotlessly clean. It's very well looked after. I don't think any of these vehicles are more than 4 years old, and they haven't got that diesel sound to them because they're running off this LPG gas, so they tend to run a bit leaner and a bit smoother. What do you like about driving a taxi like this?
Yeah, I want to learn and study English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to speak with the foreigner.
So we've come off the highway now, and we are in the real sois, the real streets of the real back streets of Bangkok now.
Okay. S side, right?
Drong Bai.
Okay.
So after about a 25-minute journey, we arrived at my hotel on Soi 2, the solo hotel. So how much did this VIP ride in a London taxi cost me? Did you guess it right? So let's go over the numbers again. There was of course a 130 baht tollway fee for the expressway. And then we've got another 100 baht airport fee. And when we arrived at my hotel, the meter was showing a price of 546 Thai baht. So add that all together and you've got the grand total of 776 baht. And when you divide that by 40 baht to the pound, you're left with a fare of 19 pounds sterling. Now, that's just for a single rider. If it was a full cab with 5 riders, well, you're roughly paying about £4 each for a 23-kilometer journey. Not bad, eh? And I really want to shout out some big thanks to Run, the driver, who came back with a mic that I left attached to him. And he didn't need to do that, but an hour later, he was back at the hotel reception handing me back that mic, which saved me a lot of hassle. So thanks very much, buddy. I really appreciate that. And thanks to all the staff at the cab desk at Don Mueang Airport for letting me film and make this video.
So next time, if you want to ride in one of these iconic vehicles and you're lucky enough to have this wonderful driver Run here to look after you, I'd highly recommend it. Okay, thanks for watching. Leave any comments down below. If you enjoyed today's episode, hit the thumbs up. And until next time, well, I'll see you back, well, not here, I'll see you back in London. Bye, guys.